Hey guys, welcome back to Uncut Hawaii, presented by Central Pacific Bank, and we get to talk story with Hawaii's most interesting and innovative creatives, entrepreneurs, and change makers. I'm Kolby.
And I'm Andrew, and today we get to talk story with the next generation of Hoʻaikāne.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Growing up, especially in the Big Island, their music was like my childhood.
Yeah.
And today we have Andrew Tavares, who is the son of Walter Tavares, who's one of the founding members of Hoʻaikāne. And it's just so fun to talk story with him, pick his brain, and see how the band has evolved over the last 4 decades.
Yeah, and like when they started back in the 80s, they were kind of just like one of the first ones to introduce Hawaii to that like Hawaiian style of music.
That reggae sound. Yeah, like Mauna Company was one, but it was a new sound back then.
Yep.
And I think, and Isaiah was like, that's one of the reasons why it was like so interesting, because it was a different sound. So we talk about all of that and just life in general.
And then he talks about his LMD.
Yes,
Find
stay
out
tuned
what
for
that is.
Enjoy the episode. Isaiah, welcome to Uncut.
Yeah,
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Stoked to be here.
I'm excited to just kind of like talk about your journey. I think like I know some of your family and definitely your wife, and like I know your like family story, like especially being from the Big Island, but I'm like I'd like to hear it from you.
Yeah, the big reason why we kind of started all this too was like we just love to talk story. And you know, even with like our friends that we know, like or think we know, you know, we talk story with them on this podcast and we're like, whoa, we didn't know that, you know, so
Find
it's
out
kind of
all
cool
kinds
to
of stuff.
yeah.
So you live here on Oahu, but you're actually from the Big Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm born and raised from Hononau, South Kona. Yeah, a little town called Hononau. And I'm born and raised there. I live here now. I've been here about 10 years. Yeah, and I have a beautiful wife, Kulika. And we have 4 boys together. Kupa'a, who's 11. Kamakua, who's 9. Kaniao, who's 5. And we have baby Haku, who's 1.
4 boys.
4 boys.
Poor Kulika.
Right. Nah, but she loves it.
She loves being a boy mom.
Yeah, she actually gets mad when people ask her, "You gonna try for the girl?" She gets pissed off.
Yeah.
So it's funny. That's
Are
funny.
you guys gonna try for a girl?
No, we're done. She's done. She's done.
Yeah.
She's the boss, yeah, so she makes the rules. Yeah. I had to go for more, but she's done. Yeah. We're good.
So you grew up in a musical family, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up around music my whole life, pretty much been around it, yeah. So my dad is pretty well known in the islands. You know, he's the co-founder of Hoaikāne. And just learned from him, pretty much watching him since I was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Hoaikāne like created before you were born?
Yes.
Okay.
Hoaikāne was around since 1983 is when they started.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
For the viewers that don't know, tell us about Hoʻaikāne.
Yeah, so Hoaikāne is, so I'm gonna start from the beginning, okay? Hoaikāne, they were formed in 1983, and there was 3 guys that started the group. It was my dad, Uncle Russell Malga, and John Malga, the Malga brothers. And they started Hoaikāne back in 1983, and back then they started playing Hawaiian and country western music. Not too much people know this. Like they started off playing that type of music. And
Country
okay.
Western, yeah.
yeah, so, and it wasn't until like later in the years where they branched off and started doing the reggae, and when they started getting really big, you know, but the very beginning was just 3 local brothers from Hilo that got together and they played music and they just loved it, you know, and it just kept going till today. Hoaikāne is still going, so, and for me to be a part of that now is a blessing, and is it's just a blessing. I just don't know what to say about it. It's cool. I would have never thought, you know.
So how was it like growing up,
Yeah.
you know, like with all that music background and all that, you know, like were you going with him to all these like shows and all this stuff? Like,
Yeah,
what were your
actually.
earliest memories of music?
Yeah, I would travel with my dad a lot. I mean, on island, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't fly with him,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like whenever, like if my mom was busy, I would have to go with my dad to a show. I remember, especially one show I remember going to him. They used to play at this place. You know what the old Sheraton was? What is it called before?
Shoot. I know which one, like in Keoho.
Yeah, there was like a big like rock
Yeah.
lava tunnel thing, and there was
They
a
would play there.
there was a there was a
Stage
bar
right
in
there.
there.
Oh.
I remember that because as a kid, you remember that
Yeah.
kind of cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I remember going there with my brother, and we would just have fun and play and just, you know, those little umbrellas.
Yeah.
We would play with those little bar umbrellas and just have, I don't know. I don't know why that stuck with me, but I remember playing with those little things. But just been around music pretty much my whole life. So I grew up in the immersion program as well. So I speak fluent Hawaiian. I went to Puʻuna Leo. I did all of that. So the Hawaiian culture is based a lot around, you know, music and hula and all of that. So that's kind of where I kind of started to. I learned a lot in the immersion program growing up. Every morning we would have wa'oli or piko, what they would call it, right? Where you get together and chant and sing songs to welcome into the day. So we used to do that, and that's, you know. And then, like, if you're ever late to that,
you gotta do it by yourself.
you know, you would have to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, I had a younger brother. There was 2 of us, so I wouldn't have to do it by myself. We would have to do it alone. We would always be together if we were ever late, you know. So, and at the time, my brother he was a singer of that school. Like he was known for being the singer. He loved it, and I hated singing when I was young.
Really?
I wouldn't say shy, but I don't know, I just didn't.
Wasn't your thing yet.
Wasn't my thing yet, really.
Yeah.
So, and plus, my brother was super good. Why am I going to try and compete with him?
Yeah.
So I was like, whenever we were late, like, he would just take Leah, okay, go ahead, Bubba, sing the song.
He'd be like, it's a solo, it's my solo.
Yeah, I'll just be in the back going, you know, just kind of just whispering. Yeah, he'd be full force just singing. So, big ups, Bubba. Shout out. Thank you. Catching my back all those years. But even
and now he's a Broadway singer, right?
Right. Even to this day, like, when we back him up, he's the voice. We just play music in the background and just back him up. I guess some things never change, right?
Yeah.
So that was like kind of like your early introductions to music and stuff. Like, did you like fall in love with it right away? Like, what was like that whole thing like?
I mean,
journey of music.
And learning music, like, was it intentional? Like, your dad is like teaching you how to play ukulele, or you just kind of like
not really, you know. I mean, my dad was never really forceful on us on music.
That's
like,
good.
He wasn't. I honestly don't even remember him teaching me a song. It's like he didn't ever really force us. But like, I always loved music. I loved playing music. It was always fun to me. Like ukulele was just my thing. I really enjoyed playing it. So like that was like my elementary, right? Puʻuna Leo. So high school, I actually went to Konawaina. I went to regular school after I went to public school. Freshman year, right? We have. You
entered in as a freshman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I left the immersion and went to regular school as a freshman. So first semester, I signed up for ukulele class, right? So thinking, you know, I'm already pretty advanced, learning from, you know, my teachers in Kaiapuni, because I knew a lot already. And then, so I joined the class. The beginning of the class, the teacher says, you guys can just, you know, it was pretty cruise, the class. She was pretty cruise. Like, she would let us just play pretty much whatever we wanted, like for the entirety of the class, and we just play music. I mean, she would go over certain chords, you know, and by like the last half an hour, she would just tell us, okay, just go ahead, play. Just go in your corner and just play music, whatever you guys want to do. But then, and then she told us at the end of the semester, you guys got to learn a song, and you're gonna have to sing it for me.
Oh, in front of the whole class?
Right, in front of her and the whole class. So it's like, okay, shoot, I didn't really think anything about it. But when the time got closer, me and my friend Mackie, he was also pretty good at ukulele, but we didn't like singing. We just played. We were pretty good at playing. So when it was our time to go up and sing, we look at each other and we're like, bro, let's just tell her we're not going to do it. We're good. I think we're good enough, right, we're going to pass at least with a B or a C, right?
Yeah, without singing.
I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? He's like, yeah, let's just tell her we're not going to do it, because we just didn't want to. We're just shy, just being stubborn, you know? Yeah. So it was our time, and we told her, okay, cool. She's like, okay, boys, you guys ready? Nah, come on, we're not going to do it. We don't want to. And she just goes like, okay. And then, so me and Mackie, me and my friend, we just thought we got, you know.
Oh, good, yeah.
We're good. We don't have to worry about it. We'll be okay. Okay, and then a couple weeks come by, report card comes in.
Failed the class.
F.
Oh, no.
Ukulele.
Yeah.
F and ukulele.
F and ukulele. You know? So,
and then you had to go home and explain that to your mom and dad.
Yeah, and my parents were like, how the heck did you get an F in uke? What's wrong with you? Like, and at that time, you know, you're just young and you're learning. Yeah. But I took that as a learning, you know, as a learning curve, because I kind of went in there with the wrong intention to be like, you know, I'm already the best in this class. I don't have to
challenge yourself.
Yeah, I don't have to challenge. Like, I don't want to sing. I'm just not going to sing. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. And the way she just did that was like, holy shit, okay. I mean, that's what it is. And I just took that as a learning experience for myself, and just don't think you're the shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just
you thought
learn.
it was going to be an easy A going into it.
I took it as a learning experience. So it's a funny story to tell. And then shout out to Kumu Bean. Thank you for giving me that F. Because I learned a lot from that. Appreciate it.
Yeah. See, those are the memories that kind of like shape the rest of your life.
Totally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so you failed ukulele, and then at what point did you start playing like publicly, I guess?
Yeah, so publicly it wasn't until after high school, actually. We did several other, battle of the bands and stuff like that. And then after high school is when I started actually doing music as a full-time, not full-time, but I guess getting paid to do music, right? So my first band that I ever joined, we were a roots reggae band based out of Hilo.
Okay.
And the band name was Idren.
Idren. How do you spell that?
Idren. It's actually like a Ross the word. It's like another name for brother, another way to say brother. That was the first group I ever played with. So I actually had a friend from high school that her brother was the lead singer of the group. And how I got to be in Idren was they needed a drummer for a particular show. They were going to back up Humble Soul. You guys know Humble Soul? Yeah. So she called me up and said, Kai guys, they need a drummer. Their drummer's not going to be able to make it to this show. Can you help them? I was like, sure, definitely. I'd love to. Because I would actually drum growing up too in the church for my dad.
Did you play the drums?
Nice. Yeah, I play a little bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm a master of none. Like, I wish I was super good at one instrument, but I'm okay at just every little.
All of them.
I make noise. I think everybody can make noise, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that comes in clutch when somebody needs like a specific instrument.
Yeah.
So you kind of stepped in and took that opportunity?
Yeah, I stepped in, and then that was pretty much the humble beginnings for me. Like, after that, like, me and my friend Kai, the lead singer of Idren, we would just record songs every week. I would say when we first started, we recorded somewhere between 30 to 40 original songs.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't the best. Like, the beats were all off, and our singing was... But... and we would record on this little cheap laptop that my mom had, and we wouldn't even have like an interface like this. We would just plug straight in with an adapter.
Oh yeah.
You know, the microphone input. We would just grab it. I had this green Memorex karaoke mic with a wire. A cheap karaoke mic. You know, that came from Walmart.
Straight into the laptop.
Straight to the laptop, and that's how we record.
Oh, nice.
Pops, everything popping. But that was all we had, you know, at the time.
Yeah.
And
you gotta work with what you have.
But I look back, and those songs that we recorded back there is probably one of my favorite songs that we ever recorded.
Really?
I mean, it's super shitty.
Yeah.
But I just had fun.
Somewhere. Yeah,
I just had fun doing that. So since then, I mean...
I hope you have all of those. You still have all of those?
I do. I have them.
It's a lot of people are always the opposite. They always like look back at their original work and they're like, what the heck was I thinking? But that's cool that like...
Yeah, just that. I just remember that feeling, you know, of finishing a song and just having that feel like, damn, this song is sick, bro.
Yeah.
We recorded that.
I don't know how many people will actually want to listen to it, but as long as we like it, right?
Yeah. We made that. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so that was the humble beginning.
So how many years were you doing that?
A couple years. Eventually, Idren split up. I moved back to Kona because I was actually going to Hilo.
Oh, okay.
HCC for a little while. Yeah, I graduated with my LMD, my lose money degree.
I was like, what is LMD? I was waiting for the explanation. Yeah,
I went to college, but I just wasted a bunch of money. I just went there just to have fun.
Hey, a lot of people have LMDs. I have an LMD. Dude, I'm going to start using
that
now.
Multiple LMD.
Let's go. So moved back to Kona actually, and then I joined a group called Vertical Mist. And they were like a top 40 reggae band in Kona, and we would play like I was in the bar scene for a couple years too, doing that. We'd play like Lulu's and Oceans and all of that. We were pretty steady over there, and we would just gig on weekends, you know, at baby parties, luau's, or all kind weddings. And I was doing that for a couple years with Vertical Mist, and then we moved to Oahu. From there.
What brought you over to Oahu?
We actually came. My wife's family all decided to move to Oahu to play high school football.
Oh, nice.
My wife's younger brother played at Kaiser to play football.
So
that's why
family.
we pretty much all moved just for football.
Yeah.
And been here ever since, you know.
Yeah. Nice. And then, did you continue your music career?
I did a couple solo stuff. Like I have a couple singles out. Not a lot, but I have a couple. And then I got the Hoʻaikāne opportunity. That's what pretty much came up, and it's been doing Hoʻaikāne music.
How did that happen? So did the band take a break?
There
for
was a break,
while?
yeah. So they all went their separate ways, and then they took a break for a while. And then, so what happened was, so I got a call one day from Uncle Danny Kennedy of Mauna Company, and he called me and said, "Hey, Isaiah, what you want? For the Hokus this year, we're gonna do a throwback theme, and we wanna bring back a bunch of bands of old school, you know, the people back in the old school. I know your dad can't sing and play music now, but do you wanna step in and be a part of it?" And
Wow.
without hesitation, I was like, "Of course I'll go,
Yeah.
definitely."
What year was this?
I'm bad with years. I can't give you a year
Before
time.
COVID. This is before
Pre-COVID.
COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was before.
Yeah.
But I don't know what year. I forget.
All good.
I'm bad with that. But so I got the call from him, and without a doubt, I said, "Yeah, Uncle, definitely, I'd love to." As soon as I hung up the phone, I'm like, "Holy shit!"
What did I just go into?
I know, right? I gotta sing in front of some of Hawaii's greatest.
Yeah.
I was just blown away. Like, why?
This is coming from the person that doesn't like singing.
The person who got the F.
Yeah. Well,
But it's kind of like your whole life, right? You got an opportunity and you seized it. So like, what happened next from there? Like, what kind of steps did you take?
yeah. So after that, we performed at the Hokus right that year, and then after that, just got a call from Jamin Wong, who was one of the members of Ho'aikāne that was like the forefront of Ho'aikāne at the time of the reggae scene. I don't know if you guys know Chief Raga, right? He was like the guy
Yeah.
of Ho'aikāne at one point. So he called me up. He's like, "Hey, you want to continue this Ho'aikāne thing and let's keep it going." I already talked to Uncle Russell, who was an original member.
Yeah.
I got my dad, which is one of the original bass players on bass. And my baby brother Joby is going to play drums for us. So it's pretty much a family affair, you know?
Yeah.
And another thing is that I played with Joby. He was our drummer for Vertical Mist. So I actually played a lot of music with Joby growing up. And he is a son of Jameson Wong, who was our bass player,
Yeah.
who was Ho'aikane's original bass player.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Hoʻaikāne was on a break, and then you got the call to do the Hokus, and then that sparked like, oh, maybe we should get the band together.
Yes, so that sparked it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got together, did a couple of practices, and started doing gigs, and people started catching on, I guess, seeing, you know, because of social media and all of that.
Yeah.
Pretty much since then, we've been gigging every weekend, someplace,
Nice.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that started before COVID.
Yes.
And then COVID happened. And did that, affect were you guys still playing, like doing those virtual
During
things?
COVID, no, not
Yeah.
so much. But we did record an album during the time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we recorded a new album. It's called Back on the Porch, because they actually had a album before, which is On the Porch, right?
Oh,
So we
cool.
bring y'all back.
Yeah, we have another album that's Back on the Porch again.
Yeah. Oh.
And there's a song that on that album that's named Back on the Porch again. So
Oh, cool.
if you guys hadn't had a chance, you can go check out the new album. It's out everywhere. Yeah, so
Will do.
Cool. So what has that been like for you to be a part of this band that your dad was an original member of, and you're continuing this kind of legacy that has been a part of, like, definitely like the Big Island, but just like Hawaii's music scene for like almost 4 decades?
Right. Yeah. Truly, it's a blessing for me. Like, I didn't ever think of this. You know, like I didn't hunt for Ho'aikāne. Ho'aikāne came for me. Like the way it just happened. You know, everything fell into place. Like that call from Uncle Danny pretty much sparked everything. But for me to be a part of Ho'aikāne is a blessing. Like I would have never thought that I'd be playing in my dad's group. You know, kind of trying to fill in his shoes and sing his songs and just give people that feeling that they have, you know, growing up listening to the Ho'aikāne music, you know, like the stuff that people love, like Romeo and Jockey Move. And
What's kind of like the feedback that you've been getting from everyone? And
everybody, the number one thing that people tell me is, wow, I thought that was Walter. I thought that was Walter back again. I was like, no. But I mean, I love it. You know, I love representing my dad and playing his music and just spreading the love and seeing the joy that comes out of people when they hear that type of music. Yeah, and like, especially like you have you have old kupunas that love the music. You have young kids that love the music. Like it's crazy to see, like, because they're pretty old, right? Ho'aikāne is an old band, and at certain gigs, I see like high schoolers singing along, singing the words, like Jockey Move, Jockey Move. They know word for word. I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome because you guys are a lot younger than me, and like it's a cool feeling.
I was at that summer bash this past summer at the KB Extreme.
Oh, okay.
You played at. I was like, I haven't listened to this song in like decades, and then like all of a sudden we're all singing every single word.
But the moment you hear it again, it
like,
just kind of comes
we know
back.
every single word. Yeah, it like takes you all the way back. That's so cool, and it sounds like you guys sound like just like it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. What's it been like to kind of usher in this like new generation of Ho'aikāne?
Like I said, it's just a blessing. Like, for me to play with the guys, I looked up to as a little kid.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Russell and Jamie and all these, Uncle Jameson. It's just a blessing for me. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I used to watch these guys when I was, yay high. They played at my first baby luau.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
now I'm playing music alongside them and just making people happy, which is super awesome. I just love it. It's just super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even crazier that like you didn't go out searching for this, kind of just like it kind of happened to you.
Yeah.
And seized the opportunity.
Yeah.
And kind of running with it now.
Yeah, so cool. What are some things that you guys are working on now? You
Right
guys working
now,
on new music?
Not yet. We're talking about it, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
We're just gigging. We're gigging every week. There's something going on someplace. This summer we're booked out.
Oh,
For
nice.
real?
So every weekend there's
Good.
something going on someplace, so.
How was that like? Did that like affect your lifestyle at all? Like, because before the call, like, were you gigging a lot with Vertical Mist, or was that like you took a break after Vertical
So
Mist?
right after I left Big Island,
Yeah.
I wasn't with Vertical Mist anymore. We
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
everybody just went their
Yeah.
own separate ways. Like even like our bass player, he moved to the mainland. Our keyboard player moved to Maui, so there's no Vertical Mist really anymore. But
And then so you moved to Oahu with
moved
like,
to Oahu. I mean, I was with Tihati Productions at the time, so
Okay.
I was working with them a lot. I would
Yeah.
work maybe like 3 or 4 nights a week with Tihati. Yeah. And then to
Yeah.
this day, I'm still employed with them, but I'm just on call for them now.
Nice.
Just whenever they
Okay.
need help, they give me a call. So
Oh, okay, nice.
yeah.
And then so now you're like part of Ho'aikāne, and like she was saying, like just like continuing the legacy. So like you growing up watching your dad play and stuff like that, how is it now? You said you have 4 sons.
Yeah.
Like, do they come to your shows and stuff and like they
Yeah,
watch you?
so my second boy, he's really interested into music.
Oh, nice.
They all like music. They all
Yeah.
pick up the ukulele and
Yeah.
strum. But then my second one, Kamakoa, my 9-year-old, he's interested in music. Like, actually, he recorded a couple songs with me.
Oh, sick.
And I took him to a couple gigs with me, and he performed. He's just so we're
So
starting
cute.
fresh.
So trying to like foster that interest and whatnot.
So he's doing great. I mean, start him at a young age. I feel like if we start them young, and when they get older, they'll be comfortable and like ready to just.
You gotta
ball,
tell them cannot fail the.
Right.
Yeah.
Sing something.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, make sure you sing. I'm not worried about him though. He's not shy either, so he's out there. He'll sing for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did he like kind of approach you, or did you kind of like notice and kind of?
I kind of tested them all. Like they didn't really approach me, but I just test them to see like, what can you do, bro? Come on.
Yeah, show me. Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah.
And you can tell. Some people just got it. Some people don't.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things, And then some people just pick it up later, like myself.
That's crazy. The next generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said like some people have it and some people don't, but like in your family, you and your brother are professional singers. So how did like your dad kind of
I guess he
push you along
stewarded
this
us
path? Yeah.
that towards that direction. I mean, growing up, we just saw him, like we looked at him as a superstar, right?
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
He literally was a rock star.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, they were the forefront of that, that Hawaiian movement, which is pretty cool, alongside with, Uncle Kelly Boy and Kapena and Mauna Company and all those guys. So it's pretty cool that they were that introduction to that sound, that island reggae sound with the ukulele.
yeah.
So that was totally different back in the day. That's why I think they were really successful, because it was different, and people loved it. So, but it's just a blessing, man. I'm just stoked to be a part of it,
That's so cool. What does your family think about you getting back into it? And
So yeah, they love it. My wife is super supportive in it. My mom is actually our manager. She's the one who books everything
sick.
for us.
Nice.
So,
Momager.
yeah, momager, exactly. Shout out, mom. Love you. Thank you for all you do. But she's in charge of like the booking and all of that. So she takes care of all of that, and just super blessed with all the support we got from everybody that's a part of it.
What kind of advice would you give to someone kind of just like coming up, either they're playing in bands or like wanting to start a band or just wanting to get in music or anything? Like, what kind of advice would you give?
I would say you don't have to be the best to make a difference or to do things. Just as long as you give it your all, your 100%, and put your whole heart into it, and then you'll be okay. Whatever needs to fall into place will eventually fall into place. And another thing would be probably self-worth. Know your worth, know yourself, and like especially in like today's society, like there's a lot of self-doubt, like
and comparison.
Yeah, just know that you are worth more than you think. Like God said that you are worth more than many sparrows, which is like you are blessed beyond measure. Like you have family and you have friends, and no matter what, just keep being you. Keep it real, and just you're the best you at being you. Like there's nobody better than Andrew. There's no better Andrew than Andrew. There's no better Kolby than Kolby, and like you're the best you that there's ever gonna be. There's no better you than you.
Yeah.
And all the special little things or unique things, and even people think that it might not be like great things, but all like the good, the bad, the hard, like those are all just
makes you who you are.
Yeah, brings color. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's reasons for everything,
Yeah,
so,
that's so good.
Yeah, just be you. Just be real, and just remember you're the best you that there ever will be, ever.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
With kids and wife and sports and work and stuff, like how do you guys balance it all? Like gigging every weekend. I mean, the boys are growing up, so they have, I'm sure, like lots of stuff to keep you guys busy.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're busy. Every day there's something going on with sports. Obviously, for me, family comes first, no matter what. I try to be there at every practice and every game. Sometimes gigs conflict because I'm off island. I can't make it back for the game, or I have to leave during the time of a game. But I try to make the games as much as I can. Like for me, family is important, and without a solid family, I mean, you got nothing.
Yep.
Family is everything. So, and the old saying goes, right? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So.
But how do you is there like certain things that you guys prioritize, like I don't know, family dinners or like family time, or like how do you make sure to connect in like a really busy life?
We just take it day by day. I mean, every day is different. We just got to make sure that we make time for each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes after a long day of work, you get home and the house is like, and you just got to take a step back and just realize, these kids aren't going to be kids forever.
Yeah.
We got to just cherish every moment with our kids and our family, even like our grandparents. Like for those of you who have grandparents, they'll just bless your grandparents. Kolby, I mean, everybody, like your grandparents are very important, your kids are very important, so just take care of your family and just love your family. Yeah.
That's one thing, like I grew up in Ku'ulika, and like I remember like that's one thing that I like really admire about their family. Like they're so close.
Yeah.
And it like they stayed close. Like they all moved to Oahu.
Yeah, the whole family moved to Oahu.
Kolby wanted to play football, and like everybody went, and I feel, and like I still see them just like always together, and like I'm sure that's your family too, like on your side.
Yeah.
You guys are super close.
Yeah, they're super tight. And I love them. I love my in-laws. I love all my family. So family is important, You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have family, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So family is the most important thing.
That's huge.
What would you say to like a kid who's like interested in music and wants to like make it. I mean, I feel like with music, there's not really a clear path on like what to do to like become a musician. Like, what would you say to that kid?
Just go to the store, buy an Apple laptop, because you can literally do everything from home nowadays. You don't have to go into a professional studio.
Yep.
We all know, right? You guys do this for a living, but you can do it. Like, we have so much more resources in this day and age. Anybody can make a song, and you can make it sound good. There's so much music out there that I shouldn't say that they don't have talent, but there's so much people out there that make music. And it's good, you know? Like, they don't have to be talented. I don't know.
There's a lot of tools out there.
There's AI.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if your heart is in it, just go for it, bro. I mean, like, put your all into it, whatever it is. Not necessarily only music, but anything that you want to do, you know? Put your whole heart into it and just strive to be the best. You don't have to be the best, but just strive for it. At least you try, you know? Try your hardest and just be you. Just keep being you.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you still writing songs? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are you still writing songs?
I am. I actually have a bunch of songs like unreleased that are just in the back burner.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm slacking, you could say. I've been slacking the past several months, but.
Hey, now you've been busy gigging and you have a family. It's tough.
Yeah. So, but coming soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Be on the
So
lookout.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
I see that you brought your ukulele. I don't know if you want to play us something just to, you know, end off the episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Share some music with us that, you know, could be unreleased, could be back on the porch again.
Forgot my tuner.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. So I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. My brethren, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. In our lives there are times when we feel so much sorrow. It brings us down. And if we're wise and we know that the sun will shine tomorrow, we need to stand our ground. You see, it's only natural for us to feel discouraged sometimes. But we must understand that there will be brighter days in our lives. And so I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. My brethren, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. You never know what a smile can do. It could save a life. You never know what a smile can do. Take away all of this strife. You never know what a smile can do. It could save a life. You never know what a smile can do. It could take away all of this strife. And so I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling.
My sister, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. We must all know that Jah is the Almighty Creator of us all. Without Him in our lives to stand by and cater, say we will surely fall. You see, it's only natural for us to remember the bad times, but we must not allow ourselves to ever forget the good times. And so I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. My brethren, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. You want to go to your favorite show, it's all sold out. No matter what your situation, you cannot give up now. You want to go to your favorite show now, it's all sold out. No matter what your situation now, you cannot give up now. I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. My brethren, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. I'm telling you, keep your smiling. You got to keep your smiling. Brother Andrew, keep your smiling. Yeah.
Turn my mic down.
You got to keep your smiling. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. I know this song. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you for that.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna cut that up and send that to your 9th grade ukulele teacher.
He sang. Give him the A now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
beautiful.
That was like a beautiful message in itself too.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And we're stoked to have you on. So thank you for coming on and spending your time with us.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for having me be here. And thank you guys just for what you guys are doing. This podcast is awesome.
We're
We
trying.
I mean,
it.
it's been a
Thank you,
year
guys.
and it's been a lot of great conversations and just like shining the light on people in Hawaii who are doing really cool things and, you know, like you carrying on the legacy of your dad and Hoʻaikāne and like being a solid dad and husband. It's just like you deserve to like have your voice out there too. And we're honored to be able to like share that.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So how can people find more of your music, Hoʻaikāne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. I'm not the best at posting. I think that's my downfall,
What's-
staying
what's the-
staying
Reach
relevant.
out-
But
Reach out to Momager.
yeah.
What's the username or
Oh yeah, so Isaiah Tavares music or Hoaikāne.
Yep.
Yeah, is it Hoaikāne music? I forget. Something.
we'll post it in our bio. All that. We asked the momager.
Yeah.
No, but thank you again, and we're stoked to see all the new music come out, and yeah, check out their album Back on the Porch Again, and thank you again. Don't
Yeah.
forget to
Thanks.
like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Aloha.
Aloha.